Okay, so FlexPod is a converged box. It consists of NetApp storage, Cisco IP switches, it's all IP, and Cisco UCS, all right? So in that, we run MDI, we run IT300, we run, soon to run VDI, all right? So we've got multiple FlexPods. So VDI is moving to FlexPod. VDI today is NetApp filers and blades. We built it ourselves, not NetApp blades. Dell blades.
What Dell?
Dell blades, all right? So we built the VDI ourselves 5 years ago. That's aging out. They've just bought brand new FlexPods, all flash, latest and greatest, pretty hot stuff. All right. Let me move over here because we're going to keep going. Okay. So IT300 we didn't really talk about, but there's a notion of putting workstations, isolating workstations inside a virtual environment. So here's an example. There's multiple use cases, but as an example, a developer needs a very powerful PC, but they're in Chennai. How do we deliver that service? VDI to the FlexPod. We give them a big server inside the FlexPod that they use as their desktop.
Yeah.
Right? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Another use case, though, for IT300 is you might want to have, say, management workstations that are not internet-facing, right? So, for example, to protect storage against a Sony hack, I might want to have all the management done on a VLAN that never touches the internet, and on a desktop that never touches email, right? So I isolate to the IT300 environment. This, I think the original intent of this was the 300 IT workers that really need to be in an isolated environment, all right? All right, let's keep rolling.
What is MDI for?
What's that? Oh, MDI, Managed Data Initiative. So DTC is moving towards SharePoint as their document repository, and that's what that is. This single line of NetApp doesn't really do justice for how much NetApp there is. We'll get further probably as we talk about Tier 2, et cetera. All right, but let's talk about vBlock.
Wow.
So vBlock is vMax, it's VNX, it's Cisco MDS, it's Cisco IP, and it's Cisco UCS. All right?
Is vBlock IP storage?
No. But the backbone inside the vBlock is IP, but it's,
Icon?
no, it's FCIP?
FCOE.
FCOE, thank you.
Fiber
It's
channel.
an FCOE, so it's a 40 gig IP backbone that they channel the fiber channel traffic on. But ultimately, it gets broken out to a real Cisco MDS SAN director, right?
But you reach it with the IP, I mean, with FCO.
Yeah,
It's
so I-
Ethernet.
Well, the
I can-
traffic between the blades,
I can draw you the infrastructure.
yeah, we'll go deep on that.
I can go deep on that with you.
So, what is this supporting? It supports all, it supports all of GTR. So GTR is 95% vBlock, all right, all locations. US, Singapore, Netherlands, US QA, right?
How much of GTR is there in the US?
A lot,
Oh, yeah.
a lot.
Okay.
3 vBlocks worth and an AIX.
a VMAX, too.
We initially purchased DTCC assets for the risk transformation activities. That VBlock has transformed itself into what we call DTCC Enterprise. Right? So, we've got a fairly muddled virtualization strategy today. We've got the Dell Blades, we've got some DL980s, we've got some IBM Blades, and we've got all the Cisco UCS VBlock stuff, right? The direction is clearly onto VBlock.
So the way I'm looking at it is we got the tier ones on VMAXs.
Yep.
We got all our I don't want to call it T2, but it looks like it is. It's all the NAS environment or NFS environments in NetApp.
Yes.
And
I'm
all
sorry.
the solutions, which is GTR, RISC, all the new guys are all on VBlock.
Yes. That's a good way to look at it. You know, I should have made a distinction early. When we talk about SAN here, we're talking about fiber channel and we're talking about EMC.
Right.
When we're talking about NAS, we're talking about IP and NetApp. All right, that's a clear distinction, and that's a strategic distinction that we made several years ago. Like I said, we had 5 different vendors here. We had to squeeze it down, and we strategically chose a SAN partner and a NAS partner. Right? Okay.
And so for NAS, sorry, George, for NAS it's NetApp.
Yes.
For SAN it's EMC.
Yes.
And the thing with VBlock is, I think it's IP, but you're saying it's how. Conceptually, I don't get it. VBlock
You
is.
need to understand the Cisco 7000 Nexus.
Okay.
That's what breaks out FCOE to fiber channel. Is that right?
Fiber channel over Ethernet. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, but ultimately, there's
That's
fiber channel coming out of that, not FCOE.
Yeah.
There's fiber channel, and the MDSs plug into that.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
So, my question is, does GTR have lab as well, like QA and all that?
A QA, yes.
And where does that reside?
PDC. US PDC.
So what is the major footprint of, where is the dev QA or UAT or IST for DTCC?
For DTCC, a combination ADC, PDC.
So is there anything down here?
No. There's a lot here, but active development and QA, no.
They're
It's
thinking
mostly, they're thinking about
They're
it as
thinking
part
about
of the DR strategy. It's here is mostly disaster recovery equipment, as well as some active gear for specific internal applications, like VDI. There's a VDI coming out of here, right? There's filers for CIFs coming out of here. There's Active Directory here, things like that.
So what
are
about
like
the
here.
local presence basically is here? Like VDA has to be here.
Yeah.
There's no other options.
That's right. Yep. Okay, what have I missed? Data domains, VBlocks. There's some historical stuff. So HP, ESL, tape silos, physical tapes, but they're withering on the vine, right? As they age out, we're gonna trash them.
Let's go back to I have a question about VBlock. For all the GTR, the risk data, everything, how does disaster recovery work for them?
SRDF. And it's orchestrated with SRM. It's a VMware product, Site Recovery Manager.
Okay. So this is not part of the star you were talking about, or is it this? Is it?
So, because I'm trying to stick to storage assets, I wavered a little by putting VBlock up there, but I told you before that we have all those different
Single site.
virtual, well, not just the single site stuff, but the different virtualization platforms. We've got the HP DL980s. A lot of that's in Star, 3-site.
Not needed.
Needed.
Oh, needed.
Needed.
Very
FICC runs there.
Okay.
Needed. Yeah. So, it's been a
SRM
very...
is 2-site, correct? SRM is 2-site, correct?
SRM is 2-site, and that's a real problem. Number one, that's a reason to go vplex, because SRM can only manipulate one recovery leg. So it doesn't work well with star. The star piece of that is all scripted manually by us. It's not a good way forward. If it was vplex though, then SRM and vplex would be a good play. Not saying that's the way we should go. I'm just star and SRM do not play well together. Absolutely not. Okay, what else do we have? What else do we have? Hold on one second.